Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake from robertoblake.com, helping you create something awesome today. So today we're going to take a little look at something from my camera bag. You can notice I'm wearing my Nikon colors today. I've got the old Nikon camera bag up here on the desk. We know that I'm using the Think Tank photo camera bag for when I go on trips now and everything like that. But this thing still comes in handy when you're doing like little things locally, so whatever. But today we're going to be talking about the Nikon 35mm f1.8 lens here, and this is an awesome prime lens from Nikon that you can use. This is really good for those who are just starting out and want something beyond the kit lens that can give them great color, great bokeh, and I'm just gonna go ahead and queue up a few photos here on the screen so that you can see what I'm talking about as far as quality. So you can see that that is just like a tremendous lens, and it's really affordable. This is under $200. This can be between $120 to $200 depending on the deal you're getting or whether you're buying it used. And this is just a great little lens. I'm going to show you a little bit more of it here. So let's go ahead and take off my cap from the back. Get a look there. And you can see that this goes wide. So, that is just tremendous. This is the lens hood that it comes with. I'm going to take off the cap here. And this is a wide aperture lens. You can go super wide with this and you can get tremendous bokeh from that. Great colors, the optics in here are great. It's heavier than it looks, believe it or not. And the build quality on it is pretty solid. It is a little plasticky, but again, it's a great $200 lens, and this is certainly better than a kit lens. Comes with a little lens hood, so that's great. And this is my favorite lens to shoot with. It does have manual auto, so that even when you're in auto, you can still tweak it if you need to. You can go to full manual, which I don't use often because my eyes aren't great. And again, it can shoot at f1.8, and it can go to a maximum of f22 for sharpness, although that's not really what you would use this for. But if you happen to be out in daylight and you want to do that, I would go to like f16 or something like that. If you want something super sharp, sunny 16, you go there. But yeah, now one of the other things is this is a DX lens. So you could use this on a full frame camera like the D610, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're going to be shooting in crop mode. You're going to lose the full frame factor there. There is some vignetting with the full frame cameras when you shoot with this. There's some vignetting in general, but if you don't have an issue with that, then this is a great lens for you, and you can correct some of those things in post anyway. So who is this lens for? I would recommend this for not only anyone just starting out, but I would recommend it for anyone who wants to get into DSLR video, who wants to be able to get film looks with their camera and get, nice depth of field, the blurred backgrounds with your subject in focus, or the reverse depth of field look with that. I mean, this is what I would use for that, and this is the way I have used it in the past and in the present, actually. And I'm just gonna queue up some footage real quick. And so you can see what I'm talking about. So again, fantastic lens from Nikon, solid build quality. Again, it is one of the more affordable upgrades in terms of your lenses. If you're going to be doing mostly portrait photography, you're going to be doing family photos, things with the kids, you're going to be doing indie filmmaking, this is what I would go with personally. This or the Nifty 50, the 50mm lens. I'll probably be doing a review of that from KatsuCon this weekend, as well as the 85mm. Me and Chibi are going to be shooting some stuff with that throughout the convention, so that's going to be a lot of fun. You'll get to meet him on the channel eventually. So this is what I'm recommending for those just starting out as your first prime lens, your first DSLR film lens beyond the kit lens. And before you go to something like a 24-70 or a 70-200 f2.8, this will help you master the techniques that go along with those cameras. Shoot in low light situations. That's the other thing that this is really good for. You can stop down your ISO, reduce the grain, still let in more light with this, and do that for video and for photography, and this will be a good lens for you. So that's what I would say that this is for, and that's my review of it. I will be doing a real world review of this lens where I go out and shoot stuff behind the scenes with it, and you'll get to see what I'm doing, so definitely make sure you're staying tuned for that. So again, remember, I have links to this in the description below, as well as the 50mm equivalent and the 85mm. What I do want to remind you about is that when you're shooting DX on a crop body like the D3200 that I'm using, or the D5500, D5300, whatever you're shooting on that's a DX body, even the 7100 or the 7000, that it's doing some magnification. So this is 35mm, but you're actually shooting it closer to 50-55 with it. And if you're shooting with the 50mm, you're actually shooting closer to 75. The 85 puts you closer to 130. So just understand that there's that 1.5 or 1.6 magnification factor with these lenses. That can be very good, especially with the kit lenses. If you're trying to, do concerts or do something far away, then that might actually help you in terms of magnification. Some people shoot in crop mode for that on full frame bodies for whatever reason, so that's just something to keep in mind here. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little review of the Nikon 35mm f1.8. If you have questions about this or any of my other gear, make sure you're leaving that in the comment section below. I've left links to this in the description, so make sure you check that out. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, create something awesome today.